What is going on, guys? Today we are checking out something once again a little bit different on the channel. We're taking a look at a pair of wired headphones, but these happen to be the best sounding headphones that I have listened to in any format, wired, wireless, in the entire history of me doing tech reviews. We're talking about the Phonon SMB-02 studio monitoring headphones. But before we jump into the details on these, if you don't know who I am, my name is JDubb, and I'm here to help you guys make a better tech buying decision. Now, if that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any other videos. Now, with that out of the way, let's unbox these already unboxed headphones and see what we get. Bang, we got a big box alert here. As you guys can see from the front camera here, we've got a large box on the table today. This is the Phonon SMB-02 subtonic monitor basic headphones. Now, when they say basic headphones, let's just keep that in the back of our minds, because that's understating them significantly. But packaging wise, very straightforward. They went simplistic on the packaging here. We got a matte black finish, Phonon SMB-02. We got some specs here on the back, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. I definitely want to go over the specs as far as all of this stuff, because it's very important on what these speakers are about. Packaging wise, outside of that, let's crack this guy open. On the inside, you're gonna love this, guys. Pull this out. That's literally there's a warranty card. Literally, that's all that else is in the package. We've got bubble wrap. Okay, bubble wrap. Now I'm just track with me here. Track with me on this one. We got bubble wrap here. We're opening this guy up. We're gonna slide it out here, and this is it. Literally, you get bubble wrap and you get the earbuds, or the headphones themselves. I'm sorry. We got the cable here. Now this cable is pretty cool because you can see it's got you got your big headphone jack, and then it unscrews to a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack as well. So that is pretty slick, and I'll show you here as well. It unscrews, and you got the 3.5 millimeter jack. So it's a pretty nice little adapter there. Now you have a really long cable. Now this is designed probably to go into the back of computers, to the back of recording equipment, all sorts of cool stuff, because I mean these are monitoring headphones. You're gonna find these in DJ booths, you're gonna find these in sound booths, in recording studios, things like that. But then that is literally all that you get is the headphones and a big long cable that is hardwired in here, right? These are not detachable, so that's it. So that's what you get in the box. Now, let's break down the specs, and let me tell you what I think about the Phonon SMB-02. So I want to be perfectly honest with you guys up front. These are not your typical pair of headphones. These are not going to be something that you just go out and buy on a whim. These are definitely going to be an investment. On Amazon right now, at the time of making this video, these guys are available for $349. And you're probably like, wow, because I'm kind of like, wow, these are some really expensive headphones. But there's a reason for that. If you're truly looking for audio quality, these are definitely something that you should consider if you have the budget to do so. But let's break it down feature by feature and talk about what I like about these headphones. All right, so first things first, before we jump into my review and talking about what I actually think about these headphones, let's talk about some specs about what drives these headphones. These are a 40 millimeter fully enclosed airtight driver, okay? These guys have a frequency response range of 20 to 20,000 hertz, and they run at 40 ohms. So right off the bat, I will say these can be run by your phone. They can be plugged into a 3.5 millimeter jack on your computer, but they really excel when you put them on an amp. Right? They have a 6.3 millimeter or a 3.5 millimeter jack. It's a combination jack. And so you can plug it into basically any amp that you have, any sound system that you have that can run either one of those adapters. If you give them the power, these babies can really run. I'm telling you, they can really put out some amazing sound. So specs wise, that's what you're looking at. Now let's talk about my overall experience with these headphones and why they should kind of technically be worth $350. Now, I'm going to be honest and be right up front with you guys to say that I am not a mega audiophile. Okay, so for me, I'm running a basic DAC and an amp over here. I've got some Philips Fidelios back on the shelf behind me, right? I'm not a mega sound enthusiast to that level. However, I definitely love music, and I love experiencing all different genres of music. And so I'm always trying to find a pair of headphones, for me in particular, that has a really flat audio signal, right? So I get good bass, good mids, and well-responsive highs, right? I want that full experience because my music taste ranges from hip hop to country to Christian music. I love classical music. I love ambient sounds like forest sounds and things like that, right? So I'm always looking for headphones that can kind of work really well in all of those genres and excel in all of those genres, right? So if I want to listen to bassy music, my headphones need to have bass, right? If I want to listen to kind of higher end, classical music, I want to have those mids and those highs really well represented. And that is the crazy thing about these headphones. I have never yet found a headphone that speaks to each individual segment of the audio spectrum in such a way. I hear things that I've never heard before on these headphones. These have changed songs for me. There are songs that I didn't know had deep bass notes that I was able to pick up with these here. So I heard sounds in songs that I have listened to for years that I have not heard before. So as far as the overall experience with these, it has been absolutely fantastic. Now, is there anything that I don't like about them? Yeah, there's a couple things. So let me break those down for you real quick. Now, there's a couple things that I want to mention before I jump into this. Now, one of the big things that Phonon has done with these, and I talked about them, specifically reached out to them on purpose about this because I was a little confused up front, right? If you saw the unboxing, you know that they come in a plain cardboard box wrapped in bubble wrap, and that is it. No frills, no mess. I mean, there's nothing additional. It's literally just the headphones themselves. Now, that is by design, right? These are already at a $350 price point, right? And that means that they're already in that premium range for a lot of people's price points, right? What they wanted to do there is they wanted to find ways to just keep cost as low as possible. So they went with a standard box and bubble wrap. On top of that, you're gonna find that for the most part, there's a lot of plastic on these headphones. Now, if you're going to be spending $350, in a lot of cases, you would expect to find more metal and things like that, but you are getting genuine leather on the ear cups and on the headband. You do find that the hinges themselves here are made out of plastic, and they do make this sound. Oh, I'm not going to do it now. There you go. They do tend to squeak from time to time, and that's just plastic on plastic. So that's one thing that I kind of wasn't a big fan of. The second thing that I wasn't just a huge fan of was these little cables that kind of connect the two headphones. They're just a plain plastic cable, outer coating cable. They're kind of, in my opinion, they're a little bit unnecessary. I would have maybe find a way to hide those. They don't add much for me in that way, and they're just kind of odd looking. But that's just kind of an aesthetic thing. On top of that, the only other thing that I wasn't a mega fan about was these ear pads themselves. Now, these are, they're comfortable, okay? I'm gonna say that they are pretty comfortable. They're leather, they have some nice padding in them. However, they're just, after long periods of listening, they do tend to add, I did get a little bit of ear fatigue, so they do press kind of tight. Now, I'm gonna have to put these on my head mannequin for a while to really stretch them out and give them a chance to kind of mold out a little bit. So they are a little bit on the tight side for me in particular because I have a really wide head, so that might just be my own personal problem because I'm a fat head. But they did give me a little bit of ear fatigue after long listening. But I will say I did find some replacement ear pads that you can buy specifically for the SMB-02s. They're available on AliExpress. Shipping takes quite a while, and especially in the current climate, if you know what I'm talking about if you're watching this video in the future, what's going on right now, shipping times are pretty accentuated. But I did find some really nice, super comfortable foam ear pads that really added to the comfort level and took away all of that that ear fatigue for me. I'll put a link to those down in the description below, so make sure you check those out if you're interested. They are available on AliExpress, but again, just keep in mind, shipping times are pretty insanely long. Outside of those couple things, there isn't really anything else that I don't like about them. They have a super long cable, okay? I mean, we're talking like, I don't know, it's probably like a 10-foot cable. It's a very long cable. So you kind of have to manage that if you're using it for personal listening. But I think this is kind of designed to go back behind audio equipment, you know, wrap around and allow you to move around if you're a DJ, things like that. So they really thought about that in that way. It doesn't have a detachable cable. I kind of actually would have preferred that, to be honest with you. It is a hardline cable, which isn't a pro or a con. It just kind of is the state of the state. But outside of that, outside of those things, there's really nothing else that I have to complain about. These, when it comes down to it, when you get to the audio quality side of things in comparison to any of the negatives that I've just listed, or the simplicity of the packaging or whatever it is, these are, again, I will reiterate, the best headphones that I have ever listened to. And that's coming from someone who does have a pretty nice pair of audiophile style headphones with an amp and all that kind of stuff. I am just shocked at what you get from this package. It is truly something special. So with all that said, guys, as usual, I will put the link down in the description below for you to go check those out. I'll include any links for any of the international stores that I have affiliate links with. Now, keep in mind, again, that these are affiliate links. If you do make a purchase using these links, I do make a small commission. But at the end of the day, this is not a paid review. This was literally me just wanting to show you something that I got my hands on and I absolutely love. So if you have budget, if you're looking for something really nice, you really want to get an all-around amazing audio experience from a single pair of headphones, the SMB-02s are pricey. They're not cheap, but man, they are amazing. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please hit me up down in the comment section below. I would love to chat with you guys. I'll answer any questions that I can. If you want to learn more, hit me up on Twitter if you have any questions, you want to see pictures, anything else that you guys want to know, please let me know down in the comment section below, because I love chatting with you guys. But other than that, guys, that is it for me, and I will see you very soon in the next video.